So how do you become a rapper and then...
Say it, say it.
How do you become a rapper and then go on a bank robbery? What the fuck is going on right now, yo? How does that happen?
Let me just smoke to this one.
No.
Talk about it.
No. Money conversations, we've been making business moves. Contemplating how to get it, need to get in tune. Different topics, we got options, you could pick and choose. If more income ain't the outcome, gotta switch the mood. We tryna help you to improve, thanks for asking. Road to riches, speak on broker days and past tense. Wealthy habits, lately I just wanna stack chips. Took a risk and we've been running up a bag since. G-Vast quest, quick to make a couple G's. Detox, spin knowledge, put you on your feet. Bug out, got the plate, make sure to pray before you eat. At the table with the winners, come and take a seat.
Yo, G-Vaz, you ready, baby?
What's going on,
Detox,
baby?
what up?
What up?
Yo, for the next episode of Thanks for Asking, we gonna take it to Southside, LB fam. Spig Nice is in the building. Yo, Detox, start the introduction and start the show, bro.
Woo, let me get a round of applause, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a legend in the building, man.
Peace, y'all. How y'all?
Hey, what up, man?
How you,
man?
I'm all right, man.
Good.
I'm here now.
I don't even know if you need an introduction, man. Everybody in Southside know who you is at this point.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that's what's up. I mean, I've been around for a while. I've been missing for a little bit, but I'm back forever.
A little bit? Just a little bit. What's good, man? How you doing, though, man?
I'm chilling, man. I'm here. Thanks for having me. Thanks for asking.
No doubt.
No doubt, man. We love to talk to legends because they always got incredible stories and stuff. So I don't think yours will be no different.
I appreciate it.
You know, we like to start at the beginning, though.
Yeah.
You know, what was it like growing up? Where did you grow up? You grew up in Southside, right?
I grew up in a couple of places, really.
Okay.
I Corona, like when I was young, Corona. Moved to Brooklyn, East New York, Cozine Avenue and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then I came to Southside. After Southside, I stayed when I moved out here, my family stayed out here. I moved down south. I went to South Carolina.
Okay.
Stayed 4 years because I was with my grandmother's chilling, holding her down.
What years you talking?
This is, when I went down there, talking about 81, 82 to like 84, 85, something like that. I stayed like good 4 years down there. Terrorize it. You know, a little young Queens cat, Brooklyn in them, just running down south. I taught like my town in South Carolina. I did a lot for the town.
Okay.
I taught them how to do Halloween, New York style. Powder and socks and all that shit.
Oh my God. You throwing eggs at people and shit.
They didn't
like
even
that?
understand. I was jaywalking. They was like, "Oh, we gotta walk to the corner." I was like, Piggly Wiggly's right here. We're going down there to walk back over here. Nah, I'm not doing that.
Right.
So I taught a lot in Manning and stuff like that. I was a little kid with the high schoolers. Had the high schoolers taking me to school. That's how, you know what I'm saying?
How old was you at that time?
I was like, what, 13, 14,
Oh, my
15? I was like young. And had the high schoolers take me to middle school. So it was I had experiences. You know, I was chilling.
What made you come back up to Queens?
I came back because I wanted the music. I just wanted to do some music. And, you know, my cousins, Fat Boys and stuff like that, Buffy, rest in peace.
Wait. You're not going to just say that.
Word.
And like, we didn't know that. Like, nobody knew that. You Buffy's cousin?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I never knew that.
Robinsons, Blackwells.
Wow.
It's all that. It's family thing.
One
One of my great aunts.
Everybody know that.
That's regular life for me. I don't know. I say my life is a lot. That is just normal to me.
Yeah.
The things that I've been through and did since I was young.
Right.
Since I was young, I've done so much. I did as a youngster, I was doing teenage stuff. So as a teenager, I was doing adult stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I grew fast. and furious.
So how old was you when you seen your cousin on the Fat Boys, and you was just like, what did you when you seen that? What did you see?
It's crazy because I was told he was my cousin. It was one time actually when they was big, and one day me and Cheeks and all of us was on 131st in Rockaway. It was at Kennedy's, sitting on a garbage can after school, and a blue Benz pulled up, big joint. It's like, look at that shit over there. So, you know, niggas just got off the joint, cool. A chick jumped out and walked in the store. Went over there, looked at the shit. Yeah. He got out. He's like, what's up, what up? I didn't know he was my cousin at that time. So we just looking at, yo, that's a nice car. Yo, Fat Boy, oh, shit. Like that. So I never really got to introduce who I was and stuff like that. He passed away, but my aunt and them was like, yo, that's my cousin. And then she said, I got another cousin. What's his name? Robinson. He does the movies and stuff like that. He did T.I. in the movie, Chris Robinson.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your cousin too?
I never met him though, but that's my cousin too. So
That's fucking incredible.
I got cousins and stuff like that. I mean, I got a family.
I got family. I don't have family, brother.
You just didn't need
Family, I don't even know. We don't even know each other. We family though.
Small world, small world.
That's crazy.
Well, you might be my little cousin.
You
Who
know what I'm
knows?
saying? I don't know.
I ain't the Robinson.
And you'll be proud. You'll be proud too. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know everybody. We try to get family reunions and stuff like that to try to get everything together and stuff like that. So,
You think we cousins too?
what's your last name?
I'm just.
You cheated. G. You want to read it?
Yeah.
I'm always
But no, we all brothers.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you come back up here, what is that, like 13, 14, 15?
When I came back up here, I was like, what, 16?
And
It's like 85 or something like that. Something like that.
how'd you meet Cheeks and Preview and Freaky Tah?
Well, I went to John Adams when I came. It's funny because, that's a different story. But it's funny because when I came, you know, we was lunchtime. Just say, for instance, lunchtime. I went downstairs and it's lunch and this and that and the third. The guys was on the side having a little cipher and shit like that.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, some dudes be doing a beatbox, some dudes do on the table and stuff like that and stuff.
Yeah.
Now I had a little skills because I just came from down south and that's what they do. They on the tables and all that other stuff, blah blah blah.
Skills of rapping or the beatbox?
Just the beatbox and drums. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in South Carolina, I was in the band. You know what I'm saying? I was in the marching band. So I couldn't get the drums because all the drummers, they had that shit locked up. So I played the trombone instead of playing the trumpet. And shit. Anyway, but basically, one of the dudes was like, he was tired because they was doing a cipher. Cheeks and a couple of cats and stuff like that. So I just slid in and beating on the table and this and that, do a little beatbox and stuff like that. Little pencil and stuff, had the little hi-hats, you know what I'm saying? I had a little something with me and shit like that. So, you know, cats started liking my shit, you know what I'm saying? Liking the way I was doing my beats and stuff like that. So one thing led to another, you know. Eventually, fast forward, I got music. Asked Mom Dukes, yo, I need some music. I need to get this music and stuff like that. She knew what my plan was. Because I came back up. I was like, I'm tired of saying, I want to make some music and stuff like that. That was my whole agenda.
What did you want to rap? You wanted to produce?
I wanted to rap because I was down south, like, say it like this, after a football game, basketball game, stuff like that, they got dances and stuff like that. So I used to get on the mic and shit down there, you know what I'm saying? Freestyle a little something like that. Or sometimes, you know, back in them days, it's breakdancing and all that stuff. So the elements is there. So I was a part of basically the elements and stuff. I could tag, I could freestyle, I could breakdance, and there was a couple of us down there that was doing it. So I got my shot down there and doing it, and I'm tired of that. I want to go home and make some music and stuff like that. So basically, that's when I got there, got meeting them, told Mom Dukes eventually, yo, I need some music. I want to get turntables and stuff like that. So she hooked it up, got me turntables and all that stuff, me and my brother and stuff. And I started inviting Cheeks and them down.
This still 80s?
This is still 80s, yeah. So this is like 85, 86 and stuff like that. We started working on it. So we started doing things, and me and Cheeks was, See, there's a lot to it. It was me and Cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
We started with I was doing like coming to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started, Talik got involved by he's the freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He used to
In
get in
school.
ciphers and freestyle.
Okay.
See, Talik started freestyling by doing your mama jokes at that time. Remember when your mama jokes was popular and shit?
Yeah.
So he used to be like y'all two might be battling, going at each other and this and that. He'll get in there and get at both of y'all on a rhythm type joint. So his shit was like different. You know what I'm saying? His mama jokes was different because he's going at both of y'all moms and shit like that. So he was like...
on Spig, not to cut you off, Fredro was around that time too, right? He was there too?
Yeah, Fredro was in school now. John Adams, we had everybody in that joint. I could tell you...
Who else was in John Adams?
I could tell you...
I think Father MC went there too.
Nah,
I think.
Horse,
not at that time.
You got
but
Horse.
Before.
Yeah, Horse. John Adams was a sports school, but majority of the people, only one person came out of the sports.
For like a year.
Only one person. That's Monte Barrett. He was a boxer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's our man Monte. He did that. But Horse, that was with Uchiwale.
Jungle and Hood, Queensbridge dude.
He was there. Onyx and the whole Onyx and stuff like that. Those were brothers. They was like across the boulevard. They our brothers. And stuff like
that's
that.
a fact.
So we had a couple of people and stuff like that came out of there rapping and stuff.
And
That's
almost like Washington Irving. You know what I'm saying? Because over there, that's where they had whole Buster and Biggie and shit like that. That's crazy.
No, they didn't go to Irving.
Well, what school was it?
I went to Irving. You over saying that? I went to Irving. They went to Westinghouse.
Westinghouse. Sorry.
No, they was
My
in
bad.
school.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you got Irving out there.
Hey,
I don't know why I got Irving, but
Anyway,
It's all good though.
Westinghouse.
yeah, but
From
I mean,
Queensby. I don't know these schools. I don't know your schools like that.
It's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
gonna
we got together. Eventually, we started doing things and bringing the cats into the basement, and we started doing it. Green Eyes, that's Green Eyes Eddie, and we started just trying to. I get break beats and stuff like that, and just bringing the cats down.
Yeah,
and we
but
started
you
doing it.
being modest, man. Y'all had a movement, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that comes later.
Yeah, but y'all had a movement. Once y'all got into the like really going around doing y'all shit, y'all had a
once
movement.
we start
bro.
going to Baisley and stuff like that, and the park jams, and going to the backyard parties, and going to different places and stuff.
Yeah.
It started getting bigger and stuff like that. But we wasn't the Lost Boyz then.
So when
You know
y'all
what I'm
was
saying?
who-
It was
who
another
was- who
group.
were you?
First it was Stay Fresh Crew, and then it was
This is when you first started out in the 80s?
yeah.
Stay Fresh Crew.
Stay Fresh Crew. We had a couple
That
of
sound
names
like
and
an
stuff
80s
like
name,
that.
too.
And then we had Queens Most Wanted. I mean, then Born King, one of my co-defendants. You know what I'm saying? He started Lost Boyz and stuff, but he kept getting incarcerated. He kept
get
going
locked
away.
up
You know what I'm
and
saying? Having little trips and stuff like that. So basically, I came up. Me and him. One time he came home. Me and him had a discussion. One time he came home and we talked on the boulevard one Saturday morning, and he was like, "Yo, every time I go up there, because remember at that time." We was young cats and stuff like that. We was young cats and stuff. And we had our own handshakes and stuff like that, which is back basically, you can't find nobody in this world that's not doing a handshake.
That's a
At
fact.
this point now.
And
that's
we was
right.
doing that shit
That's
since
a
the
fact.
80s. You know
That's
what
a
I'm saying?
fact.
We've been doing
That's a fact.
it shortened up as the time goes.
Yeah.
But he kept saying, "Yo, man, I go to the Ave and all I see in these guys doing y'all handshaking this and that and third. They act like Lost Boyz. Y'all don't act like Lost Boyz like us." Because he used to be trying to get us to initiate us by doing little things and you with us and this, that, and the third and stuff like that.
You
So,
like fighting or getting in?
nah, he was like, he used to cut out little things and put it on like you're gonna have patches or something like that for Lost Boyz and stuff like that. It was wild, but that's growing up and stuff like that. So, but he had his own crew. Like I said, me and him talked and this, that, and the third. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm got my own top 10 Lost Boyz and stuff like that," because it was too many. I was like, yeah, I was Lost Boyz. I love that name because we worked like the Lost Boyz, like the movie. We
Like the vampires.
yeah,
movie.
that's what we basically
You told.
did our life off of. You know what I'm saying? Like we come out at night and be hanging out all night, but in the daytime we might be chilling and stuff like that. We gotta go to school, we be indoors.
Oh, you definitely explained it because I was like, how do you think you Lost Boyz?
Yeah,
that makes sense.
We indoors all day. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's nighttime, we out. And
I never knew that.
No.
And I was a big Lost Boyz fan. Like,
Now
I
you
never
know.
knew that. You know that?
Now you know.
I didn't even know that.
That's guys growing up,
Yeah,
right?
for
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
Yeah.
That Breaking Night and all that shit. All that
Yeah.
shit. That's Lost Boy type
That's
shit.
fucking dope.
Yeah, I mean, I got.
So
I'll tell you about that later.
when you this is like 85. I mean, well,
Yeah, this is an mid 80s going into 85, 86s and stuff like that. So 87s.
and y'all was still rapping around that time. When did it become y'all four though? Like as a group, like what made all of y'all work together as opposed to
All right.
everybody else that you had?
Okay, like I was telling Green Eyes, like I just not got off the phone. See, Green Eyes is like the fifth member. He's one of us, but he's like the black sheep. We call him the black sheep because he's everything of us.
Yeah.
But he's just light skinned with green eyes. We all brown skinned. He's just light skinned with green eyes.
He's the opposite.
But he wanted to play basketball, so we took him down to Atlanta, and he was going to pursue his basketball career. And then we was just doing what we was doing. You know, we stayed up here and try to make our shit. So now fast forward, things happened in Virginia, Norfolk, because we used to go down there. We had big brothers and stuff that was like
Drug dealers? Okay.
Meeching them. That I'll just say this year, this era,
That type, okay.
them
Yeah,
type, you know what I'm saying? Big dog.
yeah.
Bad boy. How you think it got started? Shit like that. But anyway.
What?
We gonna get back to that. But
You can't get to that now.
it's too far in the story.
Okay,
It's too far in the
okay,
story.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? We still in the 80s.
Yeah, okay, we still in the 80s. We still in the 80s. All right, let's go.
But we started, I'm gonna just fast forward. So we was in, Cheeks and everybody going down south, going to Virginia and stuff like that. And eventually Cheeks bumped into, long story short, Cheeks bumped into Tim Patterson. He was like an
Butt
A&R.
naked Tim Dog?
Exactly.
Okay.
So him and Cheeks and this guy, Hitman, that's like one of our brothers and stuff. He was my man and stuff like that. They was about to battle or something like that in a parking lot or something like that. But Tim actually had them both, instead of y'all going at each other, the Bronx and Queens basically, come to the studio, and they did a song. They did like a song or two.
You remember the song?
What's the song? A booty ain't a booty unless it's butt naked.
Butt naked Tim Dog.
It had two. Damn. Money and the Murder. Money and the Murder. Money and Murder. Shit you never seen, things you never heard of. I think it's Booty and Booty or something like that. Unless it's butt naked. I think it was like two joints that they did.
Okay.
One of the Arrested Development beat and another something. But that eventually got niggas the ball rolling. You know what I'm saying?
That's when y'all thought it was real.
Oh, it was gonna be real.
No, so when did y'all think it was gonna be real? Like, yo, we can do this shit. Because everybody rap.
Yeah, see, like I said, now we're gonna go a little further into it. Now, Big Brother and them, they was like, Puff, this is Cheeks. We want you, I want you to you be the label. I want to put him on the label. He's gonna make his own label. I want you to run the label. Cheeks is just your first artist. The thing happened was, Cheeks was like, I got a crew. Now we all in Jersey, Galaxy Tower.
Y'all living in Jersey?
Well, they were living in Jersey. Cheeks and Puff was like in the living room on the floors and shit like that. So basically one thing led to another.
Wait, hold on. Time out. You said they was in the living room on the floor?
Yeah,
Well, in an apartment
in
that
the
y'all was
apartment.
staying
It was an apartment. They got the rooms. Just our shit. You got the rooms. Y'all lay down wherever. You know what I'm saying? Take a seat here and there. So Cheeks and Puff, they stayed in when they was there.
It was no funny business, right?
No, not this.
That shit was sounding crazy
No,
for a
no,
second.
no,
Can I get a pause?
No, no.
Shit, he got caught. He got himself caught up in that.
Nah, because I was just saying what it is, but it ain't no.
I'm trying to figure out myself. You trying to tell us another story? You trying to start some new shit?
No, we ain't starting no shit.
All that shit. It's whenever that shit was, but that wasn't around there. All that other shit that's happening now, we ain't never seen none of that shit. That shit wasn't part of nothing like that, so that's not even.
Yeah.
You had to clear that up. You had to clear that up.
Clarifying.
Nah. Because it would have been lights out back then.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
That's a fact.
Dead. So basically, Cheeks like said, nah, I got a crew with me. I'm not so, because he was like, Puff's like, I wanted a solo. I don't even work with one person. I want to try to work with one person to start out. You know what I'm saying? Start on a label and stuff. So Cheeks was like, nah, I got a crew with us and stuff like that. So turn that down. Because they was already putting shirts and everything together. Because Cheeks had a rhyme. Something's like, I got a rhyme that's thicker than the Bible and stuff like that. He might be in the archive somewhere. Somebody might have it on tape. But they already started making shirts and stuff like that and everything. So it was starting to roll. But then when Cheeks was like, nah. Me and Tim Dog one day went to Rutgers. And we was talking. That's when the new Ultimas came out. He had a new Ultima. And I was like, yo, I like this shit. And this, and that, and the third. I was thinking about that shit. But he was like, nah, don't get this shit. And I was like, nah, I don't want this shit. And we was talking. He's like, yo, I'm going to fuck with y'all, dog. I'll fuck with y'all. I'm going to see if I could get y'all a deal and stuff like that. And I was like, all right, we'll see what's happening. So eventually he got us to introduce us to Andre Harrell. And
Uptown Records.
Yeah. Uptown.
Okay.
So we started moving then. It took about a couple of years.
No,
it didn't take a couple. It took 10 years actually, from
10 years?
86
to 96.
Well, you met Tim Dog in 86. It's all in 86.
Nah, I met Tim Dog like 90, 95, 90, something like that.
So from 86 to 95, like what was going on?
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I just keep calling me at the other time. But say that again.
No, I said from 86 to 95, what was happening? Before y'all met Tim Dog, what was y'all doing?
We was Lost Boyz and we was running the streets. We was doing whatever it takes. I mean,
so y'all was like being knuckleheads, y'all was fighting and stuff, getting into trouble, just being vampires of the night and shit like that.
All that was terrible. But it was great. It was terrible, but it was great.
But y'all was
because we had a
rapping.
lot of stuff. Say it like this. To be who we were, to become big as that we were, we had to do, not intentionally, but we was causing a ruckus. And then we got with our other guys, Young Guns. It was from Lawton. Yeah. And then that brought on to NBC and then this crew and that crew. And one thing led to another. We was like, say it like this. If I wasn't driving, because I've been driving since I came back from South Carolina. Yeah. If I wasn't driving, we would get on the bus. Just say it like this. On an average Saturday, going to Green Acres. I'm just going to say we going to Green Acres Mall, because that was everything. Now, we high schoolers. We might get on the bus maybe 5, 6 deep, 5 to 7 deep, getting from Rockaway Boulevard. We get to the Ave, there's cats on the Ave, give or take 6 dudes and stuff. We jump on the next bus and go to what you call it? I forgot what bus that is. Anyway, by the time we get to Sunrise, it's maybe like 15 to 20 dudes on the bus. These are guys that's just getting on the bus, was riding. Now, when we get to the Sunrise, walk across the street, there was Twin Donuts over there back in the days. Twin Donuts right on the corner. Twin Donuts got about 30 dudes waiting for us. Yo, what up, man? All right, yo. So now it's about 50 dudes. Now we get to Sunrise. Underneath the Sunrise parking lot thing, give or take 60, 70, 80 dudes sitting under there waiting. So, hey, what we doing? What movie we going to see? What movie we going to I don't know, whatever's popping. We go inside, get the movie tickets and stuff like that. People want to know where we're. Another 20, 30 people. Male, female. So maybe that's like 100 and something people already. Over 100 something people. Well, the movie's gonna start maybe like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. Let's go to the mall. We go to the mall. Green Acres. Walking around, this and that. You meet this guy, these guys, this guy, this girl, these girls, this guy. All right, let's come back. Time for the movie. By the time we leave that joint and get back to Sunrise, it's about 300 of us walking on back to the Green Acres, going back to the Sunrise. Now the next couple of people where they going? Let's go with them. That's the crew. By the time when we get in there, the whole movie is damn near fucking full. Just with Lost Boyz and affiliates.
Right.
So that's how we was rolling. And anytime we go out, it would be like that. It's not going to be like 15, 17, 20 dudes. No, it's going to be like 100 and something.
Wow.
God damn.
Close to 200 guys. And sometimes we used to be walking. We might go to a house party. We might be walking down the street, just like us 5, 6, 7 of us. And we might be singing, do I diddy, dum diddy, do you know all that shit? And we be singing, or we might be singing a song, or Can You Stand the Rain? Everybody get the chance to sing their own certain song and stuff like that. So we was practicing, and we rhyming and singing and doing all we do. And that attracted a lot of attention, you know what I'm saying? So we had our times and stuff like that, but all that came with, now we conquered Queens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our part of Queens. So now our followers, our peoples, was loving us. So when we made it, now we got all the support. That's what I be trying to tell cats and stuff. You got to take over your area, make your area your fan base. And then once they start spreading out, because now when we do what we do, and you got your cousins coming from down south or West Coast or Midwest or whatever, and this and that, they come to Queens and come to Lincoln Park or the Boulevard, and they see us, and they see how we roll and stuff like that. I want to be down with y'all. Get in line. Now the initiation, beep, 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 all this shit, and this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? And it was love. So now they go back and take that to their state, to their town. And now they adding on guys, and they adding on girls and guys and families. And that's how we became, like I said, when, like when Cheeks also mentioned it, we are 1,000 ghettos deep. We everywhere. You name a town, you name a state, and we there.
Did y'all? Well, I would say, before I get to that point, because I was about to say, did y'all face any blowback because the
blowback?
Pause.
That was crazy.
No, y'all know what the fuck that shit means, man.
What it mean? Yeah. Tell me what it means.
Pause.
It means. Did y'all get any? I'm gonna use that. Did y'all get any blowback from having a crew so big?
He's gonna keep it going.
It depends on where you're trying to put it, because
he got blown back.
Nah, I'm just saying. It depends on where you putting that. It's pause, but it's just like
that's your answer.
Crazy, B.
You got your answer. I can laugh. You got your answer. Depends where you putting it at. You heard what he said.
We fell right into that. Nah, because say it like this. Being a crew that big, we couldn't go everywhere because we had bad reps. The Lost Boyz, them niggas ain't coming in here. They ain't coming to this party. Yeah. They ain't coming to my house. They can't get in our yard. Okay, we gonna have to show you. Move out the way. Open this door. Get out the way. And we doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And if we didn't have to do it, y'all ain't letting the homies, nah, man. Boop, bing, boop. And then we got trouble and this, that, and the third. You got the sunrise things and stuff like that happen. And then now crazy. There's metal detectors because... You know what I'm saying? Things happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's us growing up. All of us, you know, as teenagers, knuckleheads growing up. But we had a plan. How we gonna get this music? How we gonna get out there? Do what what we do. Not intentionally, but we did it.
Y'all meet Tim Dog. Tim Dog brings y'all to Andre Harrell. You get signed to Uptown Records. When do y'all make the iconic song, the Lex Coups, the Bimaz and the Benz, and how did that come together?
Well, that came after Lifestyle. But we had
Lifestyles of the Rich and Shameless.
Yeah, right? Lifestyle.
I feel like that was like
that probably was a bigger song.
Yeah, that was a bigger song. God,
but that was our first song. Our first song was Lifestyle. So we brought the hood out. We was in Lincoln Park. We brought the hood out and stuff like that.
That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy for Queens. I ain't lying.
Yeah, that was a good thing. And
that 94.
I helped direct it.
95.
You helped direct that?
Yeah, I put cars here, called people. Yo, get the low. See, a lot of things didn't happen in New York until basically we did some things. Like, you've seen things, low riders and stuff. You've seen those in Cali videos and stuff like that. You never see them in New York until I said, hey, call such and such. Hey, I'm going out to Long Island, find them cats and the low riders. I'm going to Liberty Avenue, find to see if I can see them low rider cats and stuff. So putting those in the videos, we was bike riding cats and stuff like that, putting the bikes and stuff, hot cars and all that stuff, doing all that type of stuff.
So what was your role in the group?
Well, my role, what can I say? I played as DJ Spigg Nice, but I was more than that. To me, I mean, I helped my crew. I developed my crew. You know what I'm saying?
You mean talent, like giving them the direction to go to as far as the right.
They know what to do. You know, Cheeks knew what to do and stuff like that. Like I said, I helped, like, to craft Talik's, to help him craft his stuff, because he could freestyle, and he would freestyle, and you would think he wrote something, but he couldn't remember none of that because it's all freestyle. So I had to give him a mini mic recorder to help him try to remember some of the stuff that you're saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cheeks, he could freestyle and write. I could do it too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never limited myself, because I came from down south. I came from rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my man Eddie Blandon. We used to, remember the tape decks, the tape recorders, tape joint with the red button and all that stuff?
Yeah.
We used to
I used to make music off that.
Make music off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Act like we scratching at a pencil and act like we scratching all types of stuff. So I was rhyming also, but to get the group together, I placed myself as a DJ because I was playing the music. I know the music then. And, you know, in Queens, I learned from Grandmaster Vic. I learned from a bunch of different DJs.
You didn't feel no way that Cheeks was going to be the front guy of the group, and you guys took
at
the
the time,
seat?
no, because it just was like falling in place. You know what I'm saying? He actually got the deal.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So it wasn't nothing that tarnished anything. You know what I'm saying? It didn't disrupt nothing because we all played our role. I played my role by making sure y'all know the music.
Yeah. Well, Spig, let me ask you this. I don't mean to cut you off. Was you signed to Lost Boyz with that deal? Y'all was signed as a group?
Now, this is the thing about the deal. Cheeks and Talik signed. Me and Lou didn't get the chance. They didn't sign us. We was a part of the joint, but somehow we got shafted. Me and Lou got shafted.
You didn't ask why, or what was the funny thing about it?
Fight, nigga. Beat niggas the fuck up.
Me who up?
Charles Suit and but Charles Suit was like, yo, I just got put on in this position and nah. But we was like,
oh, so the paperwork wasn't right for y'all.
To the degree.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So on paper, y'all really wasn't officially a group.
Me and Lou was not signed to Uptown. We was Lost Boyz, but we wasn't signed as the group.
See, that's what don't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
They got signed like as a duo, though, right?
Yeah, it's not like Cheeks and Talik.
Right.
Like I'm saying that they signed as Lost Boyz.
Right.
Y'all are Lost Boyz.
Exactly.
So that didn't make no sense.
Nah, what you saying is that Cheeks and Talik is Lost Boyz.
Cheeks and Talik signed
as
the
Lost
deal.
Boyz, right?
But they left us out of the joint. Like the group got left out.
Was you mad at Cheeks and Tah for that?
No, because I know they was pushing, but I don't know how all that shit got it.
It wasn't up to them, right?
Nah. And it was like, what are they doing? It's like,
I ain't gonna be funny. I ain't trying to be funny.
No, because it got kind of tricky when it comes back to think about it at that time. It got kind of tricky how they finagled it.
So how was the payments going?
Huh?
Like how was when the
we
album
was getting paid off shows? You know what I'm saying? Me and Lou got paid off shows.
Oh, not royalties though.
Not royalties.
Oh, because y'all not signed officially.
Right.
Oh, but that's still crazy. That's like G in Detox get signed, right?
Yeah.
And I don't, right? But weird, thanks for asking, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I would be kind of like, yo, why y'all let that happen?
Exactly.
I ain't gonna front to them. I would say that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it just looked funny from that.
And we had issues on that shit like
the whole time.
yeah, because say like when it came down to the ASCAP and the publishing and all that stuff like that. Now, we went down there, all of us went down in this, that, and the third, and they're just signing and shit. The female, the lady, she was like, the girl, she was like, yo, heard the music and this, that, and the third. And she's like, it's a lot, it's all of y'all on there. I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, we said something, I forgot that direct conversation, but she was like, yo, well, I know y'all are in the background, at least y'all in the background. Yeah, well, because me personally, the way we worked in the scheme of doing the music, like Cheeks will get in there. I'm in the booth all day.
Okay.
All night. Cheeks get in the booth, I'm in the booth with him. He does his rhyme, I'm like hyping him. He does his rhyme, he does his ad-libs. I do ad-libs. Then Talik comes in the booth. I'm in the booth with Talik. Talik listens to my ad-libs. He says his thing. And I'm amping him up at the same time. So I'm always in the booth doing what I'm supposed to do for my group. If you go to D&D and get all those recordings, you'll hear me on every single one of those. I got my ad-libs. Talik got his own unique voice. Yeah. He mostly says things that I've said.
Oh, like a reference
but
track.
His voice is different.
Yeah.
So he'll...
It's strong.
Yeah, right.
Kind of
you know his voice
the other
is,
stuff.
his voice
that's a
is,
fact.
so they'll turn me down and have him loud and everything. Yeah. But he has his own swag and shit like that. Besides all that shit. So not discrediting him, but he listens to the ad-libs and everything else.
No, you just explaining your job. That's what you're doing.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you think that's part of the reason why they didn't give you as much rhyming time on the songs and stuff like that? Because you technically wasn't signed as a Lost Boy?
No. I don't know what their situation was.
Because they would have had to pay you.
But like I said, we got worked on because I don't know. The powers that be, man. I could just say
they're your brothers, so you look at it like we all together. You're gonna look out regardless.
Because we was more like, let's just make the music, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Looking at the bigger picture.
And then y'all changed deals like when the other label came in, right? After Uptown.
I mean, after Uptown is Universal.
Yeah.
We did our 1-2 with Uptown, and then things started formulating, like dissipating. You know, people started leaving Uptown.
That's Sorry Miss Jackson was on Universal?
Yeah. Say, Hev was taking over Uptown because Andre was leaving. Everybody was leaving Uptown. So Hev was taking over that little, being the president of that and stuff like that. So we went on to Universal. And we was the first rap group of Universal.
Did y'all re-sign? Like,
we was basically the first rap group of Uptown, and we was the first rap group of...
First rap group of Uptown?
Yeah. See, they didn't even label Heavy D. People don't know. They didn't label Heavy D as a rapper.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
What group is it? What label is that?
I thought that was Uptown. I wasn't Uptown.
Yeah, that was way before that.
Yeah, that was before that.
That was way
before. He came.
And that was a funny thing because I was like, yo, I love you, dog. I love AMPM. Listen to the third, the Shark Joint and all that stuff. That's one of my favorite joints and shit like that. He was like this. And nobody in the room knew what I was talking about. So I love AMPM. And he was like, yo, what? I was like, he looked at me like this. I was like, yeah, AMPM, dog. I love that Shark Joint, man. That was my favorite verse, man. That was my favorite shit.
That's a fact.
I love that joint. When I started repeating that joint, they was like, yo, these niggas is with me. But see, the thing with Andre, we had so many ideas and stuff like that time that he didn't know what to do. So like, let me just backtrack. When I say we was the first artists, I mean the first group, because they didn't even name Heavy D in them as a rap group. They was trying to push them, Universal was based, Uptown was more or less R&B. Mary, Casey, and Jodeci and all that stuff. Yeah. They only had Father MC, and they had Heavy D in them, but they was pushing Heavy D in them actually as a R&B. And I was like, that didn't sound right, because that's a rapper. He's a rapper.
Yeah.
But Andre didn't know, like...
he didn't know how to market a rapper.
That was They was like the big pretty dude. You know what I'm saying? Big, pretty guy. So they was like more R&B. If you listen to some of the songs, the songs that they pushed out for him was more like R&B. You know what I'm saying? R&B and rappers. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said we was the first rap group.
Real rap.
You know what I'm saying? Rap group. And then when we moved over to Universal, we were the first official rap group.
Let me get a round of applause for that. That's fucking dope. That's fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? I like that, man. I like that.
What's that?
Being the first rap group on Universal, knowing what Universal's doing.
We
You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen,
that's fucking dope.
We did a lot of firsts in this music industry. We did a lot of first things and stuff like that. You go ahead.
But before we get to those, I do want to talk about when we got up to what's that group? I mean, when you did Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous and
Go ahead.
Rich and Shameless and Lex Coups the Bimaz and the Benz.
I like to do that. Shameless.
Fuck, man. But at least I know Lex Coups the Bimaz and the Benz was like, that was the first time I seen somebody give dap to somebody, because like that was a video where y'all had the LB fam dap and they had the dance and shit like that, and like I was in 3rd, 4th grade trying to do the copy the dance and shit.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Yeah.
He's a baby.
Yeah.
Baby boy.
Yeah. I will remember that shit, B. Like that was like, and they was from Queens. Like I remember the first time I seen y'all, it was in Baisley Park. And my boy Peanut took me over to the game. He was like, yo, that's Mr. Cheeks right there. And they had like, y'all all had like y'all gold teeth rolling blunts and shit. I was like, oh shit, there's a fucking Lost Boyz and shit. Like this shit was dope. But like, talk to me about that moment in time in your life. Like that had to be like the craziest, because to me, like that was, I don't want to say it was just as electric as like when Method Man came out. Like
it was.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, it was destined for them to get a deal. Cause how they was just going around to all the parks and rapping and all that. It was like y'all bound to get a deal sooner or later. You know what I'm saying? So when Onyx came out before, it was like, damn, how the fuck they came out before y'all? Yeah. That's what was crazy.
Imagine, we used to always be in my basement. If you didn't know where I live, I don't know you. If you don't know where I live, like dudes be saying right now, I'm just going to just right quick. Dudes be saying right now, I was down from day one. Where I live. Because if you didn't know where I live, you can't be down day one. What kind of car I had? What kind of truck I had? When I ask you these simple questions, if you can't answer these questions, you don't know where the hell damn near everybody knew the fuck where I lived.
That's a fact.
I had house parties, basement parties, upstairs parties in one house. Upstairs, downstairs, and the backyard. Nigga, man, my backyard is about biggest out here. My backyard was one of my backyard and the next door neighbor backyard is like the 2 biggest backyards in Ozone Park. South Ozone Park. You know what I'm saying? So I had it. If you didn't know my shit, and the nigga that was driving the Isuzu Trooper, the young cat that had a Isuzu Trooper when only drug dealers had a Jeep or white men had a Jeep. I had a Isuzu Trooper, different from a Ford, Bronco or Pathfinder or something. I had a foreign Jeep with a fucking system. If you didn't know who I was back in the 80s, who the fuck you don't, nigga, get the fuck out of here. You wasn't down on day one. But a lot of shit that we did and a lot of shit that I did helped promote us in that realm of, damn, them niggas is there. Going to this high school, Hillcrest, Jamaica, Edison, you name a high school. We was there playing the music in front of the motherfuckers, doing it, and getting our name up and stuff like that. So niggas is definitely recognized, and big drug dealers, the cats and everybody, the team and all that stuff, because Green Eyes, the black sheep of his uncle, Green Eye Born, we know everything. We've been here. We've been there. You know what I'm saying? In that time zone. So if you didn't know who we was at that time, we was coming up. Even though Cheeks had a fight with one of the dudes from the Supreme Team, one of the workers dudes and shit like that, it was a big thing. We had our brawls and stuff like that, Shirt Kings and shit like that, the biggest brawl. That really brought our name up. The young kids fighting the older heads, and they had a shop in the Coliseum.
You had a fight with Shirt Kings?
Tyson and Cheeks fought from the roof of the Coliseum down to the
How did that go
what
down?
you call it.
Right.
It was because cousin Jeff Starr, he was an artist. He's a graffiti. He's the one that do the stickmans and all that stuff. We got a spot in the Coliseum called the Lab.
Yeah.
You know, Shirt King started with this airbrushing. He was doing it too. He was in Long Island. We got a spot in the Lab. Like, you know, when you come down the steps, you go around the corner and stuff. We had a little spot over here. Shirt Kings was back there. And they was mad because the young cats is coming in.
Yeah.
So now we getting customers and stuff like that. We hanging and standing third. We doing what we do. Now they bringing another Indian kid. And they was like, nah, we ain't letting that happen. So niggas was like, yo, such and such. They kept talking. They threatened him and shit like that. So we came over. Yo, niggas, y'all want to do something, niggas, whatever. Niggas like, whatever. We'll read it later on, and it's not a third. We see what's going on. All right. Wrong people to fuck with. Come there at 7 o'clock. You know, the Coliseum closed at 6. All right. We got 40 niggas. Fuck is y'all want to do? Guns and everything. We like, man, what? So niggas was like, all right, this is not a third. So they got their young boy. Their young boy's Tyson. Tyson's like 6 something. I'm like, that nigga should be in the Navy or some shit. He ain't supposed to be in no high school. Yeah. This nigga is a big motherfucking black nigga like that. He got a joint right now, Thai something. He got a food truck. I just just heard it. But that shit went down. Them niggas was like squared off. We like, Cheeks was like nice with his hands at that time. So niggas was like, man, fuck that. So they fought and wrestled and fought and down the steps, falling down the steps. You know, the Coliseum goes like that from the roof all the way down, tumbling this, that, and the third. Hold these niggas at gunpoint. Y'all, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
All the way down the steps.
We
still keeping an eye on these niggas, but have these niggas that, yo, y'all better not make another move. And keep going down the steps and shit like that. So it was like just growing up and shit. And then after, and Cheeks had actually won the fight. It was like, everybody, he stood up to this. And Tyson was the big bully of Jackson at that time. So everybody knew who Tyson was and stuff like that. But after that, it was our name really like, in Queens. You know what I'm saying?
So,
that was that.
Y'all get a deal. You put out Lex Coups, the Bimaz, and the Benz. How does life change for y'all?
I mean, that first day, we took a train from we took a train from Uptown. We had boxes of
like
promotional shit. You know what I'm saying? Stickers and all that stuff. Because we had a car. They had a car for us to, man, fuck that. We taking this. We got boxes. We got tapes and shit because we had the red tape and shit like that. The red tape had like singles and stuff like that, like parts of the songs and stuff like that. So we got it on the train. We came Jamaica Ave, and we was like, fuck it. We walking home. We ain't gonna take no nine. We ain't gonna take the dollar van or cab and stuff like that. We walking home. Niggas like, what? Let's go get some weed. And we walked. We started sticking stickers and flyers and giving it to people and a couple of tapes here and there all the way. You know how far Jamaica Ave and Rockaway Boulevard is? It's a few miles. We was walking. Everybody. Weed stores and all that stuff. My man at the time, Mike Tyson and shit was just around the corner. We was everywhere. And it just brought everybody, yo, thanks. I heard of y'all. By the time we got to the boulevard, we was damn near out of fucking everything.
Wow.
So the hood ain't really get too much and shit. So we had to go back to Universal the next time and bring some back just for the hood and shit like that. But it skyrocketed. So I mean, like I said, people was like saving these shit, some giving it to their cousins and stuff like that, out of towners and all that shit. And we just like skyrocketed. Like it took us like I said, it took us 10 years to get that. So we was like, yeah, we did it. We made it. Such and such. So we brought the hood. How we came, we brought the hood with us. Shit like that. So, I mean, we had a ball. It was a journey, but when we did it, it was like fantastic. We did it.
Yeah, now y'all riding a high horse. Y'all did the first album. You did the second album.
Yeah, Love, Peace, and Nappiness.
Love, Peace, and Nappiness. Those, you know, those was two of my favorites But then Freaky Tah passes away. Like, what happened? Where was you at when you heard the news that Freaky Tah passed away?
All right, that day, we just came. Well, we came back. I think we came back from North Carolina, because North Carolina, we were always there. We North Carolina every week. If it wasn't like we was somewhere in North Carolina every week, we had a promoter that was Ray Ramsey and Dre. So we was at LaGuardia, and it was like, yo, what you doing? What was going on? Cheekson was like, well, Spoon and them, that's our other cats, Horny Boys and stuff we went to school with. And like, they having a hotel party over there on Sheraton, over there on 150th. So the guys was like, yeah, all right, we probably go through there. It was like Cheeks' birthday and stuff like that. I might go through. I was like, man, I'm hanging with wifey and stuff like that. I might catch up with y'all later on or something like that. I'll see what's happening. So I'm chill with wifey, might take her to the movie or something like that. So basically, I never got around to going back to Queens and stuff and stayed up, because I was living in Harlem at that time, my TFT crew. I stayed over there, and me and her did what we did and was asleep. So I got the phone call. I got a call. The first thing I did when I got the call, look at the time. It was like 4:56 or something like that, because like CeeLo numbers. I was like, So, yo, it's Lou crying. Yo, man, they killed him. Kill who? What? Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? He's screaming. Yo, they killed Tah. Who? What? What? Flew out the motherfucker. I went through the turn. I didn't even know I went through the tri-borough that fast. I flew through that damn turn. Came up to the hospital and shit, to Jamaica and shit. So people was out there, yo, what up? Gun in hand. They would take the gun from me right there. Police and everything. What happened? What the fuck going on? This and that. So I had to go try to, his moms and them, pops and them told the doctors and yo, let him go through. So I seen him laying on the joint and stuff like that. So I had to say my prayers and this and that and third. And I was like, yo, what happened? What the fuck happened? This and that. They was like, yo, such and such, this, I don't know. Talking about one of my guys.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, him and him was in it and jumping around, beefing or acting. So I'm what? I went, get my gun. I rode on, see where the people's at and see what's going on. But I couldn't find nobody in the back street. So I went back to the hospital and shit like that. Yo, what exactly? And it was like, nah, it was such and such. Nothing really, it was somebody did it. I don't know what happened. So eventually we found out what happened to a degree.
What happened exactly? What did y'all find out?
When I found out, see, I'm in jail my whole time in the jail, I had a whole different story. I didn't find out the real story until I got home.
A couple years ago?
Yeah. In 21.
Wow.
In 2021. That's when I heard the real story. And they had the video, Talik Pop had the video and all that other stuff and this and that and third. I even met a dude.
Hold on. Before you do that, what was the story?
Well, the story was another kid, one of the little homies, family, there was a robbery. A robbery took place. Long story short, a robbery took place. Another kid, family, wanted to get revenge. He ain't know who was, but I know this cat and I know these cats is with the nigga and this and that and third. Yo, they're gonna be at this such and such spot and nah. I know people gonna be there. So that shot could have been to anybody.
So it was almost mistaken identity type shit.
Basically, it was because he was actually wanting to go for somebody, but his target, he went to somebody else. He went whoever.
Wow.
So basically, that was how it went down. See, one of the homies, so-called homies, didn't know the plot. He drove the van. So when he found out what happened, he was like, yo, nah. They was like, well, I ain't got nothing else to do. Nigga, you either gonna get that or get this. You getting this or getting that. Nigga had to go in this, but he did tell cats, yo, this would happen. This is what the fuck.
The guy who did the initial robbery.
Well, nah. One of the homies that was in the vehicle that came to drive, the driver and shit. So
who killed Tah?
Yeah, the driver was like, "Yo, this is what happened." He confessed to somebody and shit like that. So one thing led to another. Niggas got in the situation. So the dude got caught by the police or whatever.
Oh, they did catch him.
Yeah, he had to run. He was running. Mm-hmm. But you can't run from us.
Yeah. Not that. That was too big.
We too stretched out. I mean, he went to a couple of states and stuff. Yeah. But you talking about the Lost Boyz. Yeah. We're state to state. You can't go nowhere. Yeah. Your best thing you was to get caught by the police, but
that's crazy.
That wasn't even going to be the answer. But I met a dude when I was in the feds and said, he was like, yo, I heard he was in the next unit and stuff. He was like, yo, I was in a cell with this dude, and he was like, he the one that had killed your boy and stuff like that. I was like, yeah? Nah, you ain't. He's like, nah. He was like, yeah, he did it. He didn't mean it, but he did it. And stuff like that.
But you spoke to him?
To the guy not the killer, but
the guy who spoke to the killer. Okay.
Dude Mike, he's from Harlem and stuff like that. So he's like, he met him in the state or something like that.
You just cleared up a lot of rumors.
Word.
About telling the story.
Yeah, because it was a lot of rumors and stuff like that. A lot of things was like, yo, it was mistaken that he wanted to do Cheeks and this, that, and the third. They was jealous, dudes from up there about Liberty. They was jealous, some group and this, that, and it was a lot of different rumors being said that, yo, dudes was doing this, doing that, and this, and that. It was just basically, it was mistaken identity, but it was an intent.
Yeah. He wanted to hit somebody. It just wasn't somebody. It just wasn't Talib.
Yeah, because Cheeks and Lou and Ty, like after Ty and one of my homies, Killer, was doing what they do, wilding in the joint. So people didn't know what they was doing. They was like wilding. So they thought Killer and Ty had a little beef or something like that, but it wasn't never that. So that's what I was in the hospital. I heard that in the hospital. That's why I was like, well, what? Let me find my people and see what the fuck is going on. Back streets. That's my team. Yeah. So it was like, nah. And then, like I said, basically, Ty, they chilled and stuff like that. But Ty came outside to get some air. Cheeks had his wife and Lou had his wifey. They came outside because they was taking them home. So he met them in the parking lot. And they was like, yo, you good? You want to ride? He was like, nah, I'm just getting some air. This shit's about to go. It's about to be over anyway. I'm waiting for 134 to come out and everything. We gonna walk. Because Ty only lived down the block from his parents didn't live. He lived over in off Queens Boulevard, Briarwood. But he was like, I ain't going home. I'm gonna go chill at his parents' house. So he was only like a few blocks down the block from 134. So he was like, yo. So Cheeks and them was like, all right, cool. And
that was a crazy night
when they was there. But I heard another. I had the little homies and shit. Like I said, I heard the real story when I came home. One of my little homies and shit. He was like, he was right there.
Yeah. So what was going through your mind at that time when you didn't really hear the right story? Like, what was you thinking?
I mean, I had a lot of thoughts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm in the streets. I mean, I'm in the streets. Revenge. I'm going to get
I see you went to the hospital with the thing
somebody. Somebody going to get it. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying? Things happen. You know what I'm saying? So we did what we do. They try to say, oh, they coming to get y'all, a bunch of dudes and this and that and the third. People got nervous and this and that and the third and sent us to Baltimore.
The label?
Nah. Family.
Okay.
Sent us to Baltimore, lay low and stuff like that. I'm not even running. What the fuck are you talking about? So we chill for a minute. Eventually, they was having a funeral. No, they was having the wake and stuff like that. And we all out there. What's them stay-longs? Them hotels that you stay over. You can stay weeks and stuff like that, whatever. So we was in
like a villa or something.
Nah, it was like I can't remember the name, but it was like extended stay.
Okay.
So we was in those joints and stuff like that. So when it's time for the wake, you know, Cheeks was fucked up. He like couldn't go. He can't do funerals and stuff like that and stuff like that. So I was trying to get him, and we was trying to get him. So basically, I said, yo, I'm grabbing up everybody. I was like, yo, I'm be back in a few minutes. Yo, whoever's going, we going. We going back to New York, go to this joint. So he came back, went in the Cheeks room. You going? He crying and this, that, and everybody. Everybody fucked up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. Give me the keys. Got an expedition. Everybody, come on. I got all the little homies in this, that. And we jumped on the highway. Dog, I'm talking about it was traffic basically from Maryland to the Conduit.
God damn.
Straight like that.
It took like 5 hours, 6, 7 hours to get there.
No, more than that. 5 hours to go over there.
That's a fact.
That's about 5 hours, but it didn't take me that long. Because I was on the grass, I was on the medium, I was on this. People was trying to follow me, and it was like, nah, he's doing too much. They can't. You got Lou talking about, you got niggas like this, no. I'm talking about traffic from Maryland to the Conduit.
Jesus.
And I ain't stop. I'm the driver.
Yeah.
I ain't stop. No police. You know when I ran into police? When I turned the corner to go to the funeral home.
Wow.
Off of Farmers. I forgot what's the name of that. Farmers or something. Right there. I forgot the name of the funeral home. That's when the police came out. I done ran lights and everything. I ain't get stopped. But tides when we got to the grounds of the shit. Because I think Buster and Nas Puff and Nas and them did that You Can Hate Me Now video. So a lot of people was there. And we was coming late. So when we came around that corner, they was jumping out like, get your hands where we could see them and shit like that. Like, stop. And, you know, my moms and his mom, Talik's moms and them, nah, that's them and that's the Lost Boyz and they ain't come. So we just like jumped and ran in there and said our respects and stuff like that. But that was just like the weirdest shit. I was like, Ty holding us down and shit. Because it was like that type of moment that we was riding that. I was doing all that shit. I'm talking about when you say you ain't never seen a nigga ride on the left, on the shoulder, the grass. I'm in the grass. I ain't even 2 wheels on the curb. I'm in the grass. I'm in the grass. I ain't even stopping. Like, yo, niggas, I don't know if anybody seen that. It was like this. Film that. If they had the cameras back then, they'd have filmed this shit. Look at this shit. Get the helicopter. He's tripping.
One of y'all cut y'all dreads?
Yeah, Pretty Lou had cut his dreads and shit like that. After that, Pretty Lou cut his dreads.
He put in the casket,
I think he put him in the casket.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a lot of shit going on and shit. You know, that was like our brother. That's one of our brothers. And me, and you gotta understand, everybody had their own relationship with Ty. You know what I'm saying? Cheeks and him had a Ty. Lou and Ty met first. Cheeks and him and Ty was like brothers and stuff like that because they was like telepathical brothers. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was so good when they rhymed and shit. He could flow right off of Cheeks of flow, and Tali could go right off his energy, and so they was like that type joint. And me and Ty, we was, you know, like we had a bond and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we started making our music and stuff like that. Because when we started going to, basically when we started out, we had to be roommates and stuff like that. Cheeks and Lou, me and Ty. So me and Ty bonded like this. Yeah. Because we was so because we was in we did everything together. You know what I'm saying? So we had to lock in. Yeah. You know, that was my celly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Basically, that was my celly. So we ate and we seen everything. You know what I'm saying? So everybody had their own bond and shit like that. So we lost one of us, like a part of our being. Yeah, because y'all, you know, and y'all tried to finish the third album, LB Fan for Life. Yeah, we did a couple of things on there. No, I like the Ghetto Jiggy song, and then Freaky Tah had the freestyle at the end, and but I'm from Queens, so I'm gonna like this shit. I ain't gonna hold you, be like, I'm gonna like it. I'm sorry, like it had a lot of things in it, and it had, you know what I'm saying, unfinished things that we were starting and stuff like that. But it was a good album.
It was sad listening to that album.
I think that's
though.
what it was. Too.
Because it was like, he's missing.
Yeah,
and it was just like, damn.
Part of the element is missing.
Yeah, can't even listen
he's
to
there,
him.
but you can hear him, but he's not there to actually.
Then you hear him on certain, like to me, some of the songs where I was like, when I heard them on, I was like, yo, if Ty was on all these shits, because I felt like y'all filled up a lot of spots where Ty would normally be with other rappers and stuff like that. Because y'all was putting a lot of the young homies on that album, but I felt like maybe some of that wouldn't have been there. Or some of them songs wouldn't have been there if Ty was involved in like, nah, we're gonna go in this direction. His energy would have changed certain songs and stuff.
I was trying to get Ty to. It was a big thing one time, and Cheeks and Ty didn't see eye to eye because it was a thing of, all right, you did it all. Now, let us in. Let us go.
Ty wanted to, that's how Ty was thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Can I get in? Come on. So it was a struggle. Cause Cheeks loved the spotlight. He loved that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. But he's used. But he's used to it.
Yeah.
Because he's been in the forefront so long.
Yeah.
So Ty wanted to be in. Now you go to shows, everybody got their chance. You might even see me get from behind the turntables and freestyle and stuff like that. But to be on the records and stuff like that, you didn't get to hear the full potential. You might hear the background and stuff like that. You might hear a verse or something like this here and there, but you didn't hear the full potential. So I had to now you got to get in your own zone. You got to start rhyming. Now you got to start actually recording yourself instead of just listening and freestyling and that and third. So he got in that phase, and he had developed his 134 team. Glenn Fade, rest in peace, Glenn, his producer, and his team with juggling drama and stuff like that. So he was getting into his own. Yeah, this is me plus this is my team. You know what I'm saying? So he started developing his own style, even though he is still freestyle. And write it down. Nice. When he freestyle,
he didn't get enough.
He had that voice. Nice. It didn't matter what he said. He had that voice.
Yeah. Ty was nice.
Wow. Yeah, he did his own one too, though.
So how do you become a rapper and then...
Say it. How do
you become a rapper and then go on a bank robbery? What the fuck is going on right now, yo? How does that happen?
Let me just smoke to this one. Nah.
Talk about it.
But it's just I've been there. I've been in the streets.
No, come on, Spig, come on, bro.
You're not doing that.
I mean, okay.
Break it down, man.
Everybody ain't doing the things that everybody do and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't that level. But I mean, I got people. Things happen. I mean,
so hold on. I'm not cutting you up. Yeah. What do you mean? What happened? The money ran out, and did you start thinking I gotta get to the real bag? Fuck that.
Money. I've always had money.
Yeah, so why bank? Rob a bank?
Why not?
Nah,
why not?
I'm just saying, man. I don't know. Things happen.
And not just one. We're not talking just one.
So?
Wait, how many?
It wasn't just one.
Was it?
Allegedly.
Convicted for. Just tell me the ones you was convicted for. I don't want to hear the ones that wasn't.
9.
You was convicted for 9 bank. Mm-hmm. How do you even rob a bank? And what was it?
Because it worked, right? Because it worked, so you kept doing it.
No,
I said how.
How you looking like it was another day in the office, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
What else did he do? Basketball season off and shit?
Plans, man.
It's summertime.
Plans, man.
What?
I wasn't a good drug dealer.
Okay.
I didn't like selling drugs to people. I didn't do it. Man, I say it like this. Since 80, since I came up top, since 80 something, I started trying to do little drugs. That wasn't it.
But robbing a bank, that shit ballsy, boy.
I mean, we stole cars. That was when drug dealers was doing drugs and selling drugs and stuff. we'll steal their cars and steal theirs and sell it back to the dudes and stuff. We always made money. Me and my team and stuff like that, we made money. So next levels and stuff. There's levels to this.
So you was doing this all through the height of Lost Boyz? Because we get the idea.
I didn't steal. I didn't rob no banks.
He said allegedly. Yeah,
allegedly.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what the hell. I mean, it's over and stuff like that. Yeah, we got convicted and stuff like that.
So what you got
I know. I
convicted
mean,
for?
I was somebody.
I don't want to know nothing. I don't want to know about the alleged stuff.
I was involved in some things and stuff. Some
If you
illegal
did
activity.
do it, what was the reason you did it for? If you did do it, what would the reason would have been?
What's in the bank? Money. What the fuck? They ain't gonna steal it just for the clout, as they say now.
Right,
I mean,
but that's what you're saying. Like somebody at the height of their career.
I was working on independence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So proceeds.
Okay.
I use proceeds.
So the money was tied to venture for this investment.
Push.
You needed a certain amount of capital.
You getting it?
And
I mean,
the capital was in
that bank.
Wherever.
Where the money at?
Everybody else go to the ATM, right?
I mean, we was there. We was in the building. Things happen. I mean, I ain't gonna say downplay everything, but a lot of things said like this. We did things that we regretted. We was growing up. I mean, I was 32.
Yeah, 32.
Damn.
Oof.
What was the full sentence that you had? 20 joint?
No,
dude, thought it was 37 years.
I had 37 years on my head.
Goodness. But you did 20.
I did 20.
You did 20 and came out on good behavior, or
Yeah, they was. See, the thing was that they didn't want New York niggas. I'm gonna just be blunt. They didn't want New York niggas coming taking from them and beating them in court because we was winning. You couldn't say what we did or how we did or what was. You couldn't say that to us because you was putting, like they were saying, a mosaic. You was painting a picture and you was just trying to put the pieces together. That's what they was doing in court.
So it was a lot of circumstantial evidence and stuff like. Okay.
Right. So they was like, your phones and, but did you see Mr. Blackwell? No. They was trying to get me. I was actually in trial. Like I said, when the trial started, even before trial started, they was asking these questions. These questions related to the crimes and the codes of sentencing, of sentences. We didn't fit the criteria on some of these shits. They was asking, did they approach a bank? No, Your Honor. Did they influence anybody? No, Your Honor. They had 3 prongs. I forgot the other joint. But they had 3 prongs. And this would have taken away the 25 years. Did they do this? No, Your Honor. Well, this is going to be interesting. Instead of saying this is going to be interesting, you're supposed to drop that charge. Yeah. You didn't drop that charge. And I didn't know nothing about the law and nothing like that, but in my gut, I knew if we didn't do all these things, that shouldn't be, we should strike that.
That's not applicable.
Right. So the judge said, well, this is going to be interesting. The black judge, female.
This was in New York? What was this?
This is in Jersey.
This is in Jersey.
Trenton. That's where we went to court. So it was
Lucky
like,
this wasn't PA, boy.
No.
You would have still been in that motherfucker.
But it was like, a lot of shit was like, nah, you can't do that. So the judge was like, well, this is going to be a movie. And we're going to make a movie out of it. Wow. Because it was like a lot of shit that shouldn't have been done. And they was cheating us. Like I said, they didn't want no New Yorkers to come take from them and beat them in trial. This is how that guy, Governor Christie, became the governor. They cheat. And then they cheated like a motherfucker on us. They was doing all types of. If you don't know, just say you don't know. You don't recall. Me and my Codys be bugging each other like that. I don't recall. We just be saying that on the phone over. Because you can't recall something if you wasn't there.
Right.
You definitely can't recall something. You was bringing people that don't have nothing to do with this goddamn case, bringing them on the stand. Do you remember? No. Did you see such and such? No. I mean, but I don't recall. I don't recall. Wait, this is a pattern. These motherfuckers keep saying, I don't recall. Wait a fucking minute. Where the hook is in there? Yeah. The fix is in.
Yeah. Right.
They was trying to get us to do a lot. They tried to get me to flip on my co-defendants. But due to the fact that they yo, he's a rapper, you want to blow your career, what's this thing called a proffer? They brought me into the joint and just stole me from my jail and took me to another joint. And my lawyer was actually a mole. We found out my lawyer was a mole. So we couldn't really talk around him. And I was like, and it was just crazy because how God works, it all unfolded in front of me. Like, my girl at the time came to visit me. No, actually, she called for a lawyer. And one thing, she got cool with his paralegal. And the paralegal was giving the beans. Like, yo, he's a crackhead, he do this and that, I do all the work, and blah, 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 blah. She fucks with a jail dude. So me and him got kind of cool and stuff like that. So he was telling me, yo, she says this and it was relaying to me and this and that. Or wifey would tell me such and such. So I was trying to get my lawyer, off the case. You think they'll let him get off the case? No. I even wrote the fucking what's the laws, what's the name of that shit? Well, where all the lawyers do. The bar? I wrote the bar and like, yo, I don't want this lawyer on my case. I'm not paying him. I'm not paying you, dog. I'm not fucking with you.
So you couldn't just find another lawyer and he take over?
Dog, I done paid enough money for this motherfucker. I ain't got no motherfucking money. So now I'm like, yo. Yeah. So guess who's paying him? The government said, we'll pay him. We'll pay you, mister. Wow. They paid for him to stay. So now when we go on and do these meetings and stuff like that, when we get together and stuff, before he come, we all, like my brother's lawyer, his lawyer's from Queens. The other two lawyers, my other co-defendants, Preem and Barnes, their lawyers is from Trenton. They was like, the pool, public defenders and stuff like that. So all of us in the corner, we all talking. Before my boss, my lawyer come, we talking. Yeah, we all on the same team. Yeah. This motherfucker come talk sports. That's how we got to do this shit. He's telling them what our plan was. I was going to take gun charges. He's like, nah. He told the people, nah. They come to me talking about, huh? Wow. How the fuck y'all know? I was going to take the gun charge and let my crew go. See if we could get out of that shit that way. Because I never had a record. All my homies, all my crew had records. I ain't never had a record. I've been locked up in weekend warriors and stuff like that. And shit. In my case, sponges after 6 months and shit like that. But them niggas, they was like, yo, we'll get knocked off. All right, I'll take this. 5 years, fuck it. They was like, nah. The rest of them, the prosecutor, nah. It's like, how the fuck is that? They want the crew. They wanted my crew. Wow. They wanted my crew. Then they like try to separate me from my crew. The day that they separated me, they took me to another jail. That's the day that Jam Master Jay got killed. Wow. Oh, I went to another jail. They was like, yo, where you from? I was like, Queens. Wow. New York. And they was like, yeah, why they do that to your boy? What are you talking about? That was early morning. I was like, huh? They killed Jam Master Jay. I was like, oh. Right. What? I was like, that's crazy. So now I'm in a little box and shit like that. But eventually we, I ain't break because I was like, why would I tell? They was asking crazy questions. And it was like normal questions that I would say, like, they was like, yo, you let such and such, you let him take your car and drive and this and that and third. And I was like, yeah, I'll let my man drive my car. Yeah. I let him drive. He drive my car. I drive his, and he drove his, and this and that. Yeah, we do that. Them white folks was like this. What? I don't even let my wife drive my car. I was like,
right.
And I was like, damn. But I was like, nah, I don't know what y'all talking about. This and that and the third. Can I speak to my lawyer for a second? All right. Hey, yo, get me the fuck out of here. What the fuck we doing? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get me the fuck out of here. Yo, just listen to hear him out. You get the fuck out of here. You hear him out. I'm getting the fuck out of here. They come back, yo, my client doesn't have nothing else to say. And that. Yeah. See y'all. And I got out of there. They was like, yo, we can't break him. Because I didn't really, I'm in the street, so they thinking just because I had the music and stuff like that, I'm break. Because the prosecutor, what the dude was like, he's naming albums. He was going in. And I'm looking at my lawyer like, you don't even know all this shit. This motherfucker's running it down to me.
He doing his homework.
You don't even know this shit. You don't even know who the fuck I am. So I was like, Did y'all holler at my co-defendants? Did y'all ask them to come to these? No, they could do that. All right. Quiet. They was like, get him out of here. That's when they sent me back to my jail and shit like that. And I had to tell my codies, yo, they had me some fucking, get the fuck out of here. He was like, the next time they call at you and this and that, no, it ain't gonna be no next time. I kept my lips closed and I ain't saying nothing else.
Right.
So they was like, all right. So they was like, yeah, they couldn't break nobody. So during trials and stuff like that, they was like, listen, did you see Mr. Blackwell? Nah. They talking to prosecutors. These are people these are detectives that was outside my brothers in them house doing investigation and shit like that. They see us coming in Land Rover and Cadillac and NSXs and all this other shit. They seen us on, but they was like, yo, you never seen Mr. Blackwell? This is his truck. You seen his truck? Yeah. Seen that truck? You seen him get in and out of it? Nah, because I get in the caddy. I live uptown. I park the cars in Queens and drive this car. I might switch with this car or this truck, or he driving this van or this and that and the third. So you don't know where the fuck, how the fuck I'm moving. But it was like, yo, we got a picture of your brother. This is your brother, right? Yeah. He got a picture of him getting out of it.
Yeah.
So he drives my shit. So it was like a bunch of foolishness and shit like that. But we stayed
loyal to the soil.
Yeah.
So what's next though?
Oh man. So now that my Cody's is home, we all home. I'm working on a few things. Like we gonna take what the judge said. We gonna make a movie out of it. I think I haven't spoken to the dude, but I'm speaking to his name Marquand. He's the one that did he producing The Godfather Holler.
Oh, okay, yes.
Marquand, I forgot his name. Right? So we're in talks and stuff like that.
That's a good look.
You know,
there.
a bunch of other producers and stuff. They want to do first. He want to do the Lost Boy joint. He wanted, from my point of view, a Lost Boy documentary. But then we're gonna get into that story. See, because I got stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm like two different people. I got the Lost the music joint, and then Street Spig Nice. You know what I'm saying? So I got a few things to talk about. I got something to say. Besides that, I got my music. Our music. We just now did a joint.
Lost Boyz? What? That's what I'm talking about.
We did it,
no doubt.
We did it. It's crazy. It's first day of Ramadan. Me and wifey, like I said, remember I said I went to Maine, found out Ramadan was that Monday and shit. I was like, came from there and went to the studio in Central Islip. I done this Jamaica, back out to Central Islip in a box truck. My own shit. I got my own company. So,
no doubt.
What company is that? What do you mean?
RRB Wells Logistics.
Okay.
It's a box truck company. I mean,
Okay.
you know, I'm driving
that's fire.
trucks, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
logistics. Hell yeah.
That's why I be
Say that
traveling
shit
all
loud.
the shit.
Say that shit loud. Man.
Yeah, I got it.
That's shit, man.
R&R, it's me and my pops, father and son, so it's R&R.
Yeah, that's
Robert
dope.
and Ron.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
That
What
is
you
fucking
mean?
dope,
That's dope, bro.
I learned
saying?
that
Word.
shit. So we doing that. I got that going on. Like I said, the music, like we did that joint. I went, like I said, on Ramadan. We did that. We went to the studio, and I was listening to beats and stuff from Menza, our manager. We listened to some beats and stuff, and a beat caught me. So I said, let me practice. Let me see something. I ain't said this rhyme. I ain't practiced this rhyme because I ain't even had the whole rhyme finished.
Yeah,
and I just laid it down, and they was like, holy shit. So then Cheeks came by maybe a couple of hours later. He dropped the joint. He liked this shit. I gotta let y'all hear it and shit like that. It's there. And so we did that shit, and then the next day they was like, yo, I'm laying in bed. Now I did another run. Came back, I'm tired as hell. I'm famished, everything. I'm laying down. It's like 7:30. It was like, yo, meet us on the boulevard. Where? Why? We're gonna do this video. What? I said, we're gonna do the video. So I was like, I'm asleep. They was like, nah, get up. So I had to get up and shit like that. I tried to play sleep. I was like, y'all faking. So we went up, went to Linden Van Wyck, did a couple of shots there, went to Lincoln Park, did a couple of shots there, went to Merritt and Farmers or something like that, and some weed spot, we did some shots there. And I was beefing. I did the shit because first it was like, we supposed to put we supposed to put some songs up.
Yeah.
But due to the fact that it's like, yo, Spig, that shit was crazy. Oh my God. Da, 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 da. We did a video. I thought it was playing. But actually, the next day, it was like, yo, we doing a video now. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. So basically, we did all those, and we did the joint. And like I told the producer, I was like, yo, man, we professionals, man. We don't just do no on-the-spot shit. That's what they doing now and this and that. I was like, yo, man, we need treatment and all that shit. Yeah. I'm all back in the day. The niggas like, nah, man, you just go. Treatment like this. I was like, nah, man. Yeah. I got a vision for what the fuck I was saying. And so so it was like, all right. So, but the best thing that came out of that shit was that it was the dude Street Heat. Now he's like the -- dude right now, you know what I'm saying, on the scene of doing videos and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. And he showed me a piece of the short. He showed me a piece. He's like, look. I was like, all right. That's hot. He changed my whole perspective. Like, man, I was mad as that motherfucker. But I was smiling and enjoying, like, yo. And I was like, this shit's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, plan on doing a reunion tour and stuff like that?
Yeah, we doing all that. Like, we doing that shit. We getting it together. We're going to do something for 25th. Like, it'll be 30 years next year. The 20 and 25, we're gonna be 30 years. So we doing a bunch of music, we doing a bunch of sneakers deals and stuff like that. We doing clothing. All that stuff is coming, so it's just gonna be pushed into that. You know what I'm saying? We could be doing it now, but we just prepping.
Yeah, that's dope.
Getting it ready. So we got Freaky Tah Day coming up, and they're gonna reveal his they're gonna rename God Brewer Freaky Tah, you know what I'm saying? He got a street name coming and stuff like that. So today I was just like telling the cats, Kai and Cheeks, I was like, yo, we should do a song and just us three and shit like that, do a song and stuff like that and do the video for the day and you know, on that day. So we gonna come through with all that stuff. We doing some things. We starting to bring it back and stuff like that.
That's good.
But it's a lot that, you know, I got a book. My book been done since 2005.
Is it out?
Is it out?
It's not out yet. I'm waiting.
I'm waiting too.
Waiting.
The last book we had Corey Pegues, and the book was phenomenal. Yeah. Oh man, it was phenomenal.
Now, a lot of my stuff. See, when I first had the vision of it, I had pictures and stuff like that. And my celly, the OG Wise Man, he's Cook City Publishing. He's my celly. I used to proofread his books and stuff like that. He's doing all this shit. He stacks in the cell and shit like that. So he got mine. We did it because he taught me how to write and stuff like that also. So I got my shit under him. So we gonna do a partnership and stuff like that when I release it and stuff like that. But I had pictures and everything, you know. When you look at my book, it's going to give you a real visual. It's going to give you a real visual.
Yeah.
But then his partner that had the stuff, like we sending the pictures and all that stuff to get it shape and stuff like that. His partner passed over cancer, rest in peace. So I lost all my pictures.
Yeah. Damn.
Baby pictures, all types of pictures.
Oh my God.
From Africa and different places and Japan and all that stuff. So when I gave it to you, it was supposed to be the passport. I don't want nobody steal my shit. But it's supposed to be the passport. When you turn the page, it's going to be the passport, but it's going to give you, this is where we was at.
That's
show you a visual of it and stuff like that. I'm different.
Yeah, that's ill.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
other people had those
vision
shits,
right
but it would have been different. But now the visuals is going. I gotta refine pictures and stuff like that, different things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if anybody got any pictures of us in back in the days, holler at me.
Yeah, no
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying?
Well,
But I got a lot of things. We got a lot of things. The Lost Boyz is coming, and we coming with the new generation, like with
that's
Talent
dope.
and stuff.
That's
and,
dope.
and Pretty Lou's son, he's doing his own thing also.
Lou got cash.
Yeah, Lou got cash.
That's
He's
pretty
doing
loose,
his
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lou got cash.
Lou got cash. That's Lil Ralu.
Man, I'm out the loop when it comes to music, B.
Yeah. He do his thing too.
Yeah, he was. What he was doing? He was with Fabio. I think he was with Fabio or something. He's been doing this little. It was funny how Lou started rapping and stuff like that, because we was talking, and one time we was just talking, and he was down in Atlanta with Ralu, because Ralu lived down there, and he was going to school. I was like, yo, how the girls treating you down there? You know, you got a little curly head and all this. I'm doing that thing, such and such, huh? He went to New York and didn't come back. When he did come back, Lou was like, yo, Spig, you know this now, I'm in jail. He's like, this nigga's rhyming. This nigga's hot. This nigga got a mixtape and everything. I was like, when? When did he do this? He said, I don't know. He went for the summer and didn't come back. And next thing you know, he mixtape, he the hot shit. I was like, word? I said, he didn't get that from you, Lou. You can't. He got that from his mother. You know, Spark did that.
Word, do rap. That's the ill shit. Word.
Yeah, because Spark was right. Spark could get it in.
Word, that's a
She was supposed
fact.
to win with JMJ. With Jam Master J, 50 and all that shit back in the days.
That's a fact.
So, it was just funny shit. That's just things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So,
Word.
we here. And Cheek's got his son, Cheek's son.
Yeah, no doubt.
Everybody got something. My son, he was doing a little boxing and stuff like that, but everybody else, they rapping and music and shit like that. So, it's like, but my son doing his thing. I got grandkids. He gave me grandkids. I got brand new grandkids. We granddads.
Word. That's cool.
You got anything?
Spig Nice.
What you was laughing about? What happened?
Nah, he was just
I was trying to
he was trying to talk to me.
You just kept talking over me. And I didn't want to be rude.
Nah, but Spig, look at me, baby. Look at me. You know I fucks with you. You know you my guy. We've been fucking around for the longest. Slum Lords, all that shit. Shout out to Shaq. Shout out to Shaq. I want to shout out Shaq.
Can I get a
Nah,
pause?
man, I ain't paying you no mind.
Nah, he ain't paying no mind. He done called me the whole fucking episode.
Yo, Spig, I'm talking to you. Yo, do your
Shaq.
thing. Keep doing your thing, man. You know we behind you. Queens is behind you.
Yeah.
Pause. I'm gonna pause, all right?
Nah, yeah.
You already know. I'm glad you home. I'm proud of you. Everything you do. You know I'm a lost boy forever. You know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing, though, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm trying. I got something to say.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? That's one of my things is I got something to say. And like I said, my music, when I do it, my music is going to reflect with men in relationships, men period, men. You know what I'm saying? So when you hear some of my things, it's going to be like female. It's been relationships and stuff like that we all been. Or we've been, if it wasn't me sitting here getting chewed out by my wife in front of my crew and shit in the living room, you know how we used to play PlayStation or some shit, or be in the living room drinking, smoking this and that, and she comes in the door like this after work, like, get these niggas the fuck out of here, y'all bitching and this, that, and the third and shit like that. I got stories to tell that we all experience, and you're gonna relate to it and stuff like that. So I call my shit like, I was trying to come up with a thing, and I was like, all I could think is men therapy, like men's therapy. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Because you gotta breathe, you gotta think, you gotta meditate and all this shit, because we've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So my shit comes from experiences of the 90s, and I ain't get too much. I ain't get the 2000s, but the 2000s that I've been into, been in jail. So I've seen a lot of guys that came in jail in the 2000s, young ones, old ones, and the experiences that they had. And me being a Moor, well, we all Moors, but I was in the Moor Science Temple and stuff like that.
Oh, Moor. Oh.
Yeah, Moor.
Yeah, we're all Moors, but
Gotcha. No,
I've been in the Moor Science Temple. A Grand Sheik and all that stuff I learned, you know what I'm saying? So I taught and experienced a lot of things and taught. When I say I taught, I don't know. I did a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I helped and I gathered information, you know what I'm saying? Because we only could see what's going on in that TV. Yeah. In the TV rooms or whatever the case may be. We only could tell you we could see that shit and be like, damn, they doing that? What the fuck was they thinking?
Right.
Or how did they do that? And why would they do this? Yeah. If they would have done it this way, then would have got caught or it would have turned out different. You know what I'm saying? So we analyze a lot of things through the TV. And then when guys come on the compound or we get the stories of what's going on and how this going on and how to and we try to analyze how can we done better or what can we do to avoid these situations and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, so a lot of experiences that I've been through and in and out of jail.
You want to convey.
Right. So my music is going to reflect a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even like my podcast that I'm trying to put together and stuff like that. It's going to be called Visiting Hours with Spig Nice. So it's like, I actually want it to be like, you know, the intro, you know, like the glass. Yeah. And you hit the hand, you know, you touch your people. So like in the visitor rooms, there's sometimes you can't.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
You know, the county shit like that. So, but then we have an interview and stuff like that. It's like, but I got ideas and stuff like that. I just need to.
One idea at a time. It's gonna come together.
I need just to help to get that thing together because I'll be busy and stuff like that. Because I'm doing so much.
Yeah.
Spig, man.
What's that?
Thank you for coming, man.
I'm in the hood. I'm supposed to be here.
No doubt. But you still.
Bo wanna pause on that one right there, kid.
Oh, look at this. All right, pause. Thank you for coming out. Pause. I want to give a shout out to C Styles, Rob Jackson. He helped put this together, man. Got us in contact. Shout out to you,
Ramel Bay.
Just thank you for giving your story and sharing your experiences on our show. You know, these experiences can be inspiring to people who don't know no other direction and stuff like that. It could see this and go the other direction when they're in the, you know, in a clouded space and things of that nature. So I just want to thank you for all you've done. Thank you for having so many anthems in my childhood, man. Like,
that's a fact.
Them fucking two albums for me. The three, I like all three, but the first two albums meant so much to me. My brother used to buy them shits, come home, and he used to listen to them, but I was living by them shits, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, you know, Lost Boyz can't do no wrong in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
That's a fact.
So I really want to give my props to you, man. Like you, Fredro. You know, when we had him on here, I gave him his props too. Yeah. Like you know, I looked up to you guys as kids and shit like that. So
that's but Freddie and them. I told Freddie. I just just to cut you off. I reminded Freddie and them like we did a show in Atlanta last year. About to do it again April 6th or whatever in Atlantic City. And I was like, yo, man, you remember when Marlon came? Because that's DS. Because like I said, this is us and shit like this. They were schoolmates across the street, hanging, party in my basement, practice dances and all that shit in my basement. And I remember when Freddie jumped, Marlon, we was all standing across the street from John Adams and shit at the Chinese place. And Marlon came and was like, yo, I got the name for us. I got the name. Because we used to just call them niggas country boys. Yeah. Because they always had the country rap and this, that, and the third with the carpet dreads or whatever, this, that, and the third. This is long. This is 86, 87, like the 10th grade. So niggas had the carpet and all that shit, the big boots and all that shit, the backpacks with the cashmere coats and all that shit. Them niggas we was like, these niggas is club niggas and shit like that. The platforms and all that shit. That's how Freddie and them was and shit. But Freddie, sometimes he get on his Queens hood shit and shit. Instead of the village, he be in the Queens and shit like that. Yeah. So he used to come and Marlon jumped off the bus and was like, yo, I got a name for us. Onyx Bionicle. Onyx Bionicle. So we was looking at a nigga like this. get the fuck out of here. What this nigga is talking about. But then that Honest Bionicle became Onyx.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was still Honest Bionicle, but I guess Jam Master Jay cut it. Because they had hair and all that shit. Then when they became Onyx, they done cut their head bald headed and shit. Niggas looking at it, niggas like, y'all niggas got bald heads? Get the fuck out of here. So they cut their hair and all that stuff, and they became Onyx and shit like that. Tie and all them stuff. It was before Sticky and them.
Yeah.
So it was, I got memories. That's
what's up.
I've been around for eras. I used to be the driver of G rapping them, like Kenny and Sean. They was dancing for G rapping them.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was the driver.
Kenny came here with Fredro. That's who Kenny was.
Oh,
Kenny
okay.
Yeah, I was the driver, like in front of the limo. I got the system. I got the Zuzu Trooper. You can't fuck with me. The theme music. I'm the theme music in front of the limo.
Yeah.
I've been around.
Yeah.
Big Daddy Kane. Me and my pops drove like my father's like, yo, can you come with me deliver this furniture and stuff like that. All right. One Saturday, drove up to somewhere on Hillside, got some furniture and stuff in the truck. I seen a white Volvo pulling up and shit behind us. I was like, Big Daddy Kane got a white Volvo, burgundy interior. Don't ask me how I know, but I know. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So he got out the car. I was like, oh shit. I cursed in front of my pop. I'm like, oh shit. So I was like, yo, Big Daddy Kane. I was like, yo, such and such. He's like, hey. I said, Spig Nice. I was like, yo, Lost Boyz and stuff like that. He looked at it. He's like, I heard of y'all. And we was up by the Palmanox. We was over the Palmanox and shit like that. So he was like, yeah, I heard of y'all. I was like, you heard of us? I was like, oh shit. So I've been around in different eras with different people and stuff like that. And we was cool. Bill Blast, rest in peace. That was Coogee rapping them, road manager. But that was my brother's cousin. But that was like my cousin. He's the first one to show us a rocket launcher underneath the refrigerator. He's like,
crazy.
get the fuck out of here. How you get that small shit? Oh. I've been around for a lot of things and seen a whole lot of things throughout this rap era and shit like that.
No doubt.
Been there.
Thank you for coming. G, you got anything? G?
I just want to say I'm glad you home, man. It's a good thing, and thanks for coming out. God bless. Good night.
No doubt.
Well, thanks for asking me to come.
This is Detox.
You know
That's Bug Out. That's G-Vast. The one and only Spig Nice.
Yeah, man.
This is the Thanks for Asking show. We out.
Peace. Shout outs to the wifey.
Shout out to the wifey. That's a fact.
Strawberry.
All right.
Management. This is Spig Nice. You already know who I am. Spig Nice, LB fam, Lost Boyz, Backstreet, South Cac, New York City. Thanks for asking me to be here. Check the podcast out. We here. Oh, and don't forget, like, comment, or subscribe.